break another heart, you're gonna tell another lie.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Start McCleary. I'm Sean, and today we are going to talk about probably one of the best inconsistent drivers that could race really good, but sometimes be inconsistent, and that is Kasey Kahne. We're going to talk about his wins, talk about his stats, talk about how he made it to the Cup Series, talk about his success in his rookie year, and all that good stuff. So, let's get started. Kasey Kahne was born on April 10th, 1980 to Kelly Kahne and Tammy Kahne. Kasey Kahne began racing open-wheel sprint cars at Damon Speedway at the age of 17 in Damon, Washington. Before moving up to Skagit Speedway in Alger, Washington, and then moving to the USAC, in 2000, Kasey Kahne made a trip to Pennsylvania where he won the season opener at the historic Williams Grove Speedway. He was eventually hired by Steve Lewis, and Steve Lewis has employed future drivers such as Jeff Gordon, Jason Leffler, Tony Stewart, and Kenny Irwin. In his first year on the circuit, he was named Rookie of the Year, as well as winning the National Midget Championship. He continued to run USAC, as well as the Toyota Atlantic Series, and also the World of Outlaws. Kahne started his NASCAR career in the Busch Series in 2002, driving for Robert Yates Racing, the number 98 Ford. He made 20 starts that year, however, he only had one top 10 at Michigan, and unfortunately he failed to lead a single lap. But then in 2003 he went full-time in the Busch Series for Akin Motorsports, driving the number 38 Ford. And that year, Kasey Kahne has earned 4 top 5s and 14 top 10s, as well as getting his first win at the season finale at Homestead, and led 47 laps and finished 7th in points. His success of his 2003 Busch campaign led to a full-time Cup ride in 2004. In 2004, Kahne moved up to the Nextel Cup Series, driving the number 9 Dodge for Evernham Motorsports, replacing Bill Elliott, who stepped away from full-time racing after 2003. In his first full year in the Cup Series, Kahne posted 5 runner-up finishes. His most notable one was his first one at the final Rockingham race, where he was barely beat by Matt Kenseth. In his second Cup start, nearly won. Throughout the year, Kasey Kahne did not win a race, but had so many near finishes he won Rookie of the Year, posting 13 top 5s, 14 top 10s, and eventually finished 13th in points. In 2005, this would be known as the sophomore slump for Kahne. Even though he got his very first Cup win at Richmond, he only posted 5 top 5s and 8 top 10s and being inconsistent almost throughout the year, finishing 23rd in points. 2006 will be remembered as the best season for Kasey Kahne. Kasey won 6 races at 5 different tracks, 12 top 5s, 19 top 10s, and finished 8th in points. This would be the most wins that Kasey Kahne would ever had in a single season. Unfortunately, in 2007, things will go back down for Kahne. He failed to post a win. He only had 1 top 5, which was at the second Bristol race, had 8 top 10s, and finished 19th in points. 2008 for Kahne would be like redemption after a terrible 2007 season. Kahne won the All-Star race, the $1 million prize, won the Coke 600, and one more race, had 4 top 5s, 14 top 10s, and finished 14th in points. 2009 would have been more of the same. He won 2 more races, 7 top 5s, 14 top 10s, but had a better points finish with finishing 10th in points. 2010 would have been more like a mediocre year. Kahne once again failed to post a win, only had 7 top 5s, 10 top 10s, and finished 20th in points. 2011, he left Evernham Motorsport to drive for Red Bull Racing for 1 year. In that year, he won 1 race at Phoenix, had 8 top 5s, 15 top 10s, and finished 14th in points. In 2012, Kahne moved to Hendrick Motorsports, driving the number 5 Farmers Insurance Chevy. In his first year with Hendrick Motorsports, he won 2 races, included another Coke 600, 12 top 5s, 19 top 10s, and had his best points finish of his career, finishing 4th. 2013 would have been a more average year for Kahne. He won 2 more races, 11 top 5s, 14 top 10s, and finished 12th in points. 2014, however, was an inconsistent year for Kasey Kahne. He only got 1 win, which was at Atlanta. He had 3 top 5s, 11 top 10s, and only finished 15th in points. 2015 was more of the same. Was an inconsistent year, only posted 3 top 5s, 10 top 10s, failed to win a race, and finished 18th in points. 2016 looked to be a better year for Kasey Kahne. However, he failed to lead a single lap throughout the year and also failed to win a race again. Only had 3 top 5s, had 13 top 10s, and finished 17th in points. In his last year with Hendrick Motorsports in 2017, Kahne posted his final victory at the Brickyard 400 and posted 3 top 5s, 6 top 10s. However, he did finish 15th in points. After this year, Kahne would be departed from Hendrick Motorsports and move on to Levine Family Racing in 2018. In the 25 races he ran in 2018, driving the number 95 Chevy, Kahne only posted 1 top 5 at the Coke Zero 400 at Daytona and led 30 laps. And throughout the year, so far, he's 29th in points, but he will go lower since he will not compete in any more events. In August of 2018, Kahne announced his retirement at the end of the 2018 season. Unfortunately, after heat exhaustion from Darlington, Kahne was forced to step away from the car for the rest of the season, with Regan Smith taking it over. This, unfortunately, would be the end for Kasey Kahne, as he would not compete in any more events, and he would have to step away from the car permanently. After announcing his retirement, he would not get another ride, and his career is pretty much over. Kahne's stats are this: 529 starts, 18 wins, 93 top 5s, 176 top 10s, 27 poles, over $90 million in winnings. When I present to you the one and only Kasey Kahne. That's all I have for you guys today. I'll see you next time.